Hey everyone, how are you all? I have researched a lot about today's topic, that is like Australian Federal Budget 24-25. Every country, they are, publishing their budgets every year, and same thing for Australia as well. But why this video today? Because this budget will impact a little more with a difficult scenario to the international students in Australia, and I'll describe. My topic is something like Australia Federal Budget 24-25 and the key information for international students. So let's get started. So actually the federal budget was released on 14th May and with significant changes to the international students. That is the most important thing. So what are those? How they will impact? You will understand step by step as I'm talking to you right now. The first one is the cap on international student enrollments. I didn't even see that this kind of thing in Australia in my entire career. I have seen it for North American universities that they have a seat limitation, but I didn't even see even United Kingdom as well. But Australia, never ever, because I've been working for Australian industry for a longer period of time. So what's that? You are getting a seat limitation from 2025. Why? I'll tell you the reason. That is something like 700,000 international students are currently in Australia, which is not only even high, that is a record high, as federal government said. So maybe they are not something like prepared enough to accommodate in every way to these international students. So they mentioned it, that this is a record high. So this is why they will put a seat limitation from the next year. So what's the tension regarding this? You are not getting enrollment, like you cannot apply as before. Whatever the university you are choosing, you are applying. Whatever the university or whatever the course you are choosing, you are applying. This might not be happening in Australia from the next year. So my suggestion is something like what you should do. Something like you should apply for those courses in Australia which will have a demand in the time when you are graduating, because there is a still graduate visa, something like temporary graduate visa, which is called post-study work right, PSW. So definitely government will choose or select those students. University will select those students based on what the Australia has a demand in the future. So choose your course with thinking twice, thrice, which will have a demand in the future in Australia, and apply accordingly. If you are applying for a common course, maybe university will say that we have a seat limitation, and for this course there is no seats for you. So you can apply for the next year, and next year they might say you are not eligible because of the gap. So the ultimate truth is Australian universities are getting seat limitation in the next year. Then another point is, though I'm not expert on this, that is relevant to the migration. I'm not a migration lawyer, but still I have seen that skilled migration numbers will be reduced. So again, there will be something like competition, like most of the demandful jobs, they will look into it, something like who have the skills for the demandful jobs in Australia, they will get the skilled migration. Next point is National Student Ombudsman. This is a new thing completely. As you know that you are currently not able to change your institutions as like before. It is quite difficult right now. You need to go through the same institutions, same level of degree, something kind of thing. So but still, if you are currently not satisfied with your university, or if there is any complaint, or if there is anything you need advice, so you can lodge your complaints, or you can lodge your demand for the advice for a particular university. So that is directly from the government. And the last thing is limitation in post-study work rights. That is quite strict right now. So you're getting post-study work rights, but there is seat limitation. But still, after the seat limitation, you are getting the post-study work right. But there is a limitation as well with the age. It used to be 50, the last age limit to apply for a post-study work right. But the 50 of the age is only applicable for PhD and research master's students just right now. And for others, For till now, it is only 35. Let's see, government is still thinking about it. So I believe these are the things pretty important for the international students. There are huge things actually that were discussed in the federal government system of the budget while they are publishing something like that. But these 4 topics actually, I believe so, this is most important for international students, and you need to know as well if you are in Australia or if you're planning to apply for Australia in the future. So think carefully, know all the rules, and then apply. I will see you in my next video.